It's time for the 27 Sports award-winning Football Frenzy with Glenn Kinley and Lainey Gerber.
Welcome into Football Frenzy. I'm Glenn Kinley.
And I'm Lainey Gerber. It is playoff time. Regular
is.
season is fun, but everything's a little funner now.
Right.
And since everyone in Kansas makes the playoffs, the first 8 weeks don't technically matter. I don't want to say they don't technically matter.
They matter then, but they don't mean anything now.
Now it's win or go home.
These ones definitely matter. You said it, win or go home. Nobody wants to go home. If you're a senior and you lose and you're not playing college ball, it could be your last game of organized football. You think these games mean something. They definitely do. A big 2A one. Riley County visits Rossville. Falcons won by 6 earlier in the year. It's rematch time. Rossville on the goal line threatening, but on 4th down, the Falcons don't give an inch. Jake Lambert and others on the stop. Riley County, Laney gets the ball at about the 2-yard line. Only need one play. 98 yards approximately.
Head-to-head contact
to the house.
Through it.
That's Sam Allen from one end zone to the other. The summer conditioning really paying off there. A house call. Here's Rossville. Seth Catron pulling out the stops, slicing and dicing on the punt return, or maybe the kick return. Big game, but again, the Dogs drive stalls. Falcons get it back. Eli Harmison to Jace Woodard. That's number 2 to number 22. Falcons run away with a road playoff win. Impressive stuff. 28-7 the final. They get Nemaha Central next week. Big
These
game.
big playoff games, we love to see them. And there's playoff football at the Rock tonight. Rock Creek is hosting Chapman. 4th and goal. Chapman is going for it. Looks like it could happen, but the Mustangs defense just forces a misfire there. Can't do anything about that. Got a lot of field to work with after. Handoff to Drew Becker. Gets a few yards and ends up getting a first down and gets a good chunk of change after. So why not just give it to Becker again? He goes back to the sideline, punches in the score, touchdown RC. Elijah Bell and Peyton McCarn add a tackle after, and add another tackle after, and add a couple more. Rock Creek beats Chapman 54-18.
Tackling, you got to tackle to win games. Unbeaten Hayden gets Baldwin in the first round, and the Wildcats put points on the board in a hurry. Jensen Schrickle, give him an inch, he'll take maybe not quite a mile, but however many yards he needs to get to the end zone. He'll take all of them. Touchdown. Brace yourself for this one, Laney. Carter Shervat. Oh, my goodness. Lit him up. Back on offense now, the Wildcats, and they're also back in the end zone. It's going to be Cade Mitchell here. He's just a sophomore. No need to complicate it. Just run the football, and if running the football is working, just run the football again. Tom Ridley.
It's my kind of play
this
call.
kid's really good. Hayden, no problem in the playoff opener. 49-0, the final.
You love to see it. Undefeated Washburn Rural is beginning its playoff run against Wichita North tonight. The Junior Blues defense gets to work early. Jamon Lane just shutting down Wichita North with the sack. He is a big part of this undefeated season.
He's scary.
And so is this whole offense. Obviously, Brandon DeWeese to Titan Osborne along the sideline, but he's not living life on the sideline. He's actually living it in the end zone. Rural takes the lead. DeWeese in a little bit of a scramble. He gets through 2 tackles, actually, and is off to the races now. Going around the outside and into some blue turf, making something out of what almost looked like nothing there. Washburn Rural is moving on, beating Wichita North 48-7.
Shout out to DeWeese, running right by your camera there.
We love a good shot.
That's what we asked him to do. Manhattan seemingly always hosts to start the playoffs. It's not rigged. They're just really good. Wichita Southeast in town. Jackson Goose at quarterback. And when Goose gets going, good luck.
The goose is loose, as some say.
It certainly is. Indians pouring it on. And on the kickoff here, Dylan Pecunia punches it loose. Somebody get that football. Brock Henningsen does just that. Recovers it, takes over. Here's some more offense. Not every day you see a running back wearing number 77.
No.
And I don't see a 77 on the roster. This is a mystery touchdown scorer. Who is that man? I don't know, but he's fast.
He's number 77.
And on defense, the Tribe was good too. Logan Lagerman, a pass breakup. Manhattan makes it look easy, wins and advances 69-14, the final.
It's time for a function at the Junction. JC is hosting Wichita Heights today. Michael Boganowski receiving the snap, so we all know what that means. Up the middle, and then around the crowd. Do we start saying Boomer sooner now or later?
I don't know if I can
I don't know if we'll ever
We're
start
happy
saying
for
it
him,
here.
though.
Yeah, Heights scrambling, has to throw it, but Cooper Bogenhagen and Larkin Turner break that up. Griffin Bogenhagen keeps the party going. On the offensive side, how he breaks through the crowd like that, I really don't know. North decides to run the ball this time. Boganowski not having it, just throws him to the ground there.
He flies around the field.
He does. Junction City beats Wichita Heights 27-18. The Blue Jays have a date with Washburn Rural next week.
Oh boy, could that be a fun one. All right, Highland Park snapped the losing streak last season that dated back to 2014, but they did not get a playoff win. The Scots hosting KC Harmon and starting with a lead. Dontrell Fox, keeper up the middle. HP scores first. The Hawks trying to get some momentum on the kick return. Not having it. Jamin Wilson, the tackle. Scots go marching. Fox to Mikey Williams. Pretty sure his dad's the hoops coach, but this kid's good on the basketball court and the football field. Williams touchdown, extends the lead. How about another special teams play? This was special. Cahoney Montgomery, fantastic blocking. They just run in there with him at the end. No stopping him. Highland Park gets its first playoff win since 1991. The Scots win 55-7.
They just keep chasing those records.
Absolutely.
The T-Birds also hosting tonight. They get Casey Sumner, and they force Sumner to punt here, but it's blocked.
Oh, wow.
The boys in blue and red are chasing it down. Tyron Parker falls on the ball in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Shawnee Heights.
We've got some special teams action on the show tonight.
Yeah, so now we'll let the offense score. Alan Bowman right into the end zone. Shawnee Heights is leading by a lot right now, and they make it look easy. Sumner trying to make up for that lost time, but the T-Birds defense just swallows them up. They do this all game. Shawnee Heights wins 68-0. We'll see them next week.
Wyatt Hubert and Ty Zentner would both be proud.
Oh, yeah.
Boomtown, real men wear pink. El Dorado, though, might have an advantage. You know why? Zach Bryan wrote a song about their town. Just saying. But the Boomtown boys don't seem to care about the song. Brody Graber with the lead on the field goal to start the game. But how about 6 points instead of 3? Thomas McIntyre in for the touchdown. And on defense now, Drew Pate throws down the ball carrier. How about a couple more touchdowns? Porter Smith, you get one. Pruitt Nolan's going to find Harper Lowell. They'll team up for 6 more points.
Ooh, nice
Wamego rolls, and Wamego wins 58-14.
Colton also gets to open the playoffs at home against Bishop Ward. Cyclones are weenies, as that guy says. Abbott Hundley has a hole, and it's easy money for the Wildcats from there. Touchdown Holton. This time Eli Hollauer fakes a handoff to Hundley, keeping it himself, misses a tackle, misses 2, finally gets brought down just before the end zone. It's Hollauer every hour on Football Frenzy. Cale Frazier gets the call to finish the job up the middle and into the end zone. It's cold, but these cats are hot. Holton's spreading the love tonight. Caleb Shermock, the ball carrier now.
Wow, he's
simply
fast.
just outruns everyone. You'll win if you can do that. Holton is moving on with a comfy 60-19 win.
All right, Silver Lake gets Minneapolis, home game for the Eagles, and you're going to be able to tell there's the student section fired up in the camo. Can you see him?
Yeah,
there?
I actually couldn't. I don't know what section you're talking about.
Tanner Martin, the defense, having a tough time seeing him or perhaps stopping him. Keeper on this one, move the chains, first down. Not their only good ball carrier, though. Blake Redmond, lean, mean, touchdown scoring machine. Eagles extend their lead. They do it on defense, too. A flock of Eagles in there for the safety on this one. Lake goes up 36-7. And Redmond, not just good out of the backfield, he's also pretty good in the return game. Shouldn't have kicked him the football. Redmond and Lake roll to a playoff win. Silver Lake gets it done 58-7. They get Sabetha next week.
Ooh, and the reigning champs begin their road to state again. St. Mary's is hosting Riverside tonight. Brady Hurla pass to Michael Gallegos. He's got a lot of field to work with, but that is no problem when you've got his speed.
Oh, wow, look at him go.
Yeah, down the sideline, you can't really do anything about that when there's no one in front of you after a while. Touchdown Bears, Riverside on third down, handoff to Elijah Moore. St. Mary's forces fourth down, and then that just leads to a turnover on downs. JoJo McCann can go anywhere, running around the crowd, brought down just in the red zone. He's going to paint it blue, though. Good thing the end zone is already blue.
There we go.
St. Mary's gets a touchdown
No
thanks
blues
to JoJo.
for the Bears tonight.
Bears go for 2, and they get 2 thanks to Corleone Holes. St. Mary's wins it 62-16.
All right, let's look at some other scores around the area. Topeka High got a tough draw. You never want to play Derby in week 1 of the playoffs, and the Panthers do win 56-7.
Emporia is visiting Blue Valley Southwest, and Emporia falls 56-13.
Topeka West at Mill Valley in a 5A opening round matchup. The Chargers season comes to an end with a 63-6 loss.
And Siemens at KC Washington. Vikings get the road win 62-12.
An impressive road win at that. Perry Lecompton at Wellsville 48-6. The Cause fall in this one.
And Clay Center's hosting Clearwater and wins at home 55-10.
All right, Lainey, what stood out to you from Football Frenzy tonight? A lot of good wins, a lot of teams that are going to keep playing next week.
Yeah, in the playoffs, you know, they say you got to do what you got to do to score. I love how many teams spread the ball, so many different guys scored, not just a 1-2 punch every single time.
Lots of times there's a couple guys from each team that maybe we're calling out their names every single week.
Yeah.
That wasn't really the case tonight. There are guys that we've been calling out their names, but so many playmakers.
Yeah, well, that's Football Frenzy.
All right, we'll be right back.